things there. Rock cuts. Wait for them. Moss. And what was the temperature today?
30.
30. Yeah, minus 30. Celsius.
And it's January. I think it's the 14th.
Yeah, the 14th, I suspect. Yeah, I suspect.
It could be the 13th. I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
You get so busy during the day that you just, you lose track of it slightly, but you always know when Friday is.
Show them the sign.
You always know when Friday is because, that's, why do we always know when Friday is?
Because the kids are off school.
Oh, yeah. Us building things and doing all sorts of things throughout the house. It gets kind of busy after a while, ain't it?
Yeah.
This used to be the uranium capital of the world, Elliot Lake, Yeah. It was quite popular that in the 80s, 70s, 60s, more like the 50s. I think that's when the 50s started.
1954.
Yeah.
The town was built.
Because of uranium, that's right.
Because the uranium mines, we have 12 uranium mines all around LA Lake area.
I believe
Since the mines shut down, it's gotten really quiet.
I believe that. I believe now. I think possibly there could be rare earth elements here. I'm not sure, but I believe there's rare earth elements here, which is very interesting. Very good for medicine. Also,
they also are thinking of opening a new mine in LA Lake as well, and they're in transition of deciding what town will get the nuclear waste management. I know LA Lake and Lime River and Algoma Mills was picked for those cities for the waste management mine for nuclear power waste. So LA Lake is now classified in one of those cities.
Not to mention, like I was saying, rare earth elements are good for medicine because you can make new medicines, new types of medicines with them. Also, rare earth elements are also good for technology and electronics and stuff. I mean, they conduct electricity. I think some of them probably conduct electricity way better than gold or even silver. Oh my goodness! And then so you can make components of electronics much more better. And hey, maybe even the quantum computer could actually, benefit from this. And then eventually we'll have artificial intelligence. So there you go. And LA Lake would be the perfect place if they had, these rare earth elements. I think they do somewhere. Because, it's really, uranium mines, I'm not sure if they're deep or shallow or whatever. My father used to work in uranium mines. But what I'm trying to say is, it seems, I just have this feeling that the rare earth elements are here, slightly. And it's a good thing to check into because, it's already been mined out before. So why not? What?
There's a lot of open mines already, so they're probably already looking for it.
There's stories that there's rare earth elements here. Huh.
But I don't know if it's 100% factual or not. If you're into geology, this is the place to go because this is full of uranium.
Even atomic physics, this would be a fantastic place to be. It's basically, like atomic physics, this, like the physical part of the...
Well, and now the Elliot Lake is now the capital of your retirement for people because they like quiet life and they like the scenery and there's a lot of walking and hiking and
all sorts of stuff.
Fishing and camping and like if you want to ever move to Elliot Lake, this is the place to move to because it's quiet. The town's a little bit crazy because it's a small town and a lot of gossip. And if you can ignore all that, you can go fishing and camping. Lots of big fish here. Lots of camping places. Not in the winter, but I mean in the summer. Some people like winter camping too. But other than that, it's a really nice place to be. Actually, I think me myself, I spent many years camping myself, and I found it very, very fascinating. A lot of the animal life,
There's been a lot of bears, you know, a lot of bears and moose and deer and stuff, you know. And you even see some rabbits, you know, on the wall. They call them horseshoe
Hares?
So,
Look at the road.
hares, they're hares, yeah. They're called, yeah.
Snowshoe hares.
Snowshoe hares, that's it. Snowshoe hares, yeah. The snowshoe hares and partridge, which are, what do they call them technically? What is the real name for partridge? Grouse. Is it grouse? Yeah, it's grouse. Yeah, there's grouse here. And
we're coming out soon. We'll be coming up to Depot Lake, and Depot Lake is where we go and we fish there. And sometimes you want to get out of Elliot Lake. It just gets too crazy because of the people there. So we just come out there and relax and take the kids out swimming, and we go fishing there. And it's really nice.
There's a lot of lynx. There's a few lynx here, but you'll never see them because they're so stealthy and stuff. You never see them. They say if you see one lynx in your lifetime, you're lucky. That's what one person said. And so you know, I've seen the tracks, you know, and they even say, some people say that there's a slight mountain lion, you know. They seem to be coming more east, you know, from the west or so. You don't call them mountain lions here, you call them cougars? Cougars, yeah. Yeah, but there's several names for these mountain lions. There's this cougar, mountain lion, black panther, and what's the other one?
I'm not sure.
There's another one too. Maybe it's just 3.
Anyway, if you have no car, it's hard to get out of Elliot Lake. But if you have a car, it's a nice drive. We drive this every day, or like every other week. Oh, here's Depot Lake coming up right here. There's the sign, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And I'll slow down a little bit. There's Depot Lake right there.
There's a crawling lake.
Look, that's Depot Lake.
That's a raven. That's a raven.
Anyway, that's Depot Lake.
Ravens are slightly bigger.
Good fishing. Lovely to fish in. There's big fish.
There's lake
trout, bass.
There's also rainbow trout.
Rainbow trout.
There's also pike in there too.
Good lake to fish.
Probably perch as well.
If you're into fishing, that's a place to go. I'm just gonna roll it. Oh, this part's bumpy. I got it. Whee! And our airport's coming up next. We have a little airport, not big.
These pine trees, these ones over here are spruce, and there's also white pine. There's birch, poplar, maple. Probably it's a little bit of black elm or somewhere. But I mean, I'm just saying there's birch, maple, poplar.
Oak.
White spruce, red spruce once in a while.
Well, there's our airport.
White pine, hemlock. Yeah, there's hemlock too.
This is where our airport is. You can't see it from this angle, but
there's cedar as well.
There's a little airport.
There's jack pine.
There's our airport. The sign for it. There's retirement living.
There's also what's that other one there? Tamarack trees too as well. Yeah, so there's several different variety of trees. Ones I haven't even mentioned yet. Oh, there's ironwood as well. Iron trees.
And there's black ash wood.
Black ash, yeah. There's black ash.
And black ash you can make baskets out of. The natives used to still make baskets, and they bang it. They bang the wood, and they split it because it peels off, and then you make baskets out of it.
Now the rock here, and in this area, it's kind of slightly fragile. Like it's not fragile. It's just it cracks very easy. So it makes rock climbing a little bit more difficult. Or if you want to do rock climbing.
This is Dead Man's Curve. This is Dead Man's Curve. They had to fix this part of the road about 7 times before they fixed it now, and it's big S Dead Man's Curve. A lot of people got into an accident here because it was like in a big S.
But it works good now.
But it works good now because they fixed it, and that's the rock that everybody used to crash into. They cut that rock out to the point that, yeah. So this is Dead Man's Curve, as everybody say. We're almost into Elliot Lake. And then the golf course is coming up next. And that's a pretty place. We're on 10% battery.
Oh, that's great.
Hopefully we can
We'll get there.
Elliot Lake, 'cause I only got 10% battery level on my phone.
There's Stone Ridge
There's
golf
your
course
golf
right there.
course.
Yeah, and Algoma Nordic Mine Road.
That's where mine used to be, but they made a golf course out of it.
Hey,
Show them the hills of Elliot Lake.
yeah, and here's the hills.
The hills
you
of
look-
Elliot Lake.
You see these hills? Yeah. And
It's
there's also Mount Dufort here.
Mount
Dufort,
ski
they
hill.
do a lot of skiing there and stuff. You know, it's not a big hill or anything. It's pretty big. You can ski down it, but it's not a huge hill like what you
Blue
find
Mountain or
in
anything.
BC or so. But it means
It does its
oh
purpose.
yeah, it's a really good ski hill. And it's got those things that go up.
5
What do you call those
kilometers
things
into
that go up the
Elliot
hill that you sit in and out? I don't do much skiing, but
Ski lifts.
ski lifts, yeah. It's got ski lifts, so it's it's really easy. The ski lifts bring you up, and and there's some big mountain, rock mountain. Like I was saying, for rock climbing, this rock doesn't seem to be properly like that's it can crumble in parts, so
Be prepared.
Be prepared if you're gonna do rock climbing, and be prepared, with some rocks sort of, because in a way it cracks very easy, and if it's weakened in one area, it just falls apart.
Here we're coming into Elliot Lake. We got, if you see up in the distance there, you got the new subdivision. They built that in 1988 or 1980. I'm okay. Hey. West and south. After you drive south, there's a sign to Elliot Lake. Show them the sign.
Yeah, there's a sign to Elliot Lake.
I have to reduce the speed to 80.
And this here is what we call Porridge Lake here. This is Porridge Lake coming up here, and this is where I used to do a lot of pike fishing back in the day when back in a while back when I was younger. I used to do a lot of pike fishing there. I got quite a few pike in the past, and in this lake here, this little tiny lake. It's got a lot of weeds and stuff. Settlement, the settlement on the bottom is perfect for them. A lot of perch too as well. But yeah, here it is, right here. It's coming up. It's almost like a little swamp. See?
There it is.
Right there. See? There it is. Right there. Yeah, right there. So yeah, and here it is.
And we're gonna come up to No Frills soon. There's a sign for this Mount Dufort. And if then, when we get past No Frills parking lot, you can see in the distance you got Mount Dufort.
Yeah, and there's the
Snowmobile Trail.
Oh.
You got a snowmobile here too. And here comes up the No Frills.
Here's No Frills, so we'll just take a look through here, and you'll see No Frills. It's coming up soon, No Frills. And there's No Frills, the grocery store.
Look behind No Frills, Dad.
And you see No Frills, behind No Frills there's the ski hill with the lifts and stuff.
Look them up.
I did. I showed them up. And then there's a restaurant there, and there's a few other things here. There's the auto body shop there, and there's a trading post and fireside and a Union Gas place there, and all sorts of different places. There's Sioux Mill. There's the counseling center there. There's the SO. There's the SO. They're not. There's McDonald's SO there. That's a good place to get gas once in a while.
They're not even showing the road. Yeah.
I did show them. I'm just saying, there's a place where you can pick up